This message is not for everyone. It is for those still seated, still breathing, still human. If you are currently in class and your teacher has been standing still for more than 45 minutes, stop what you're doing. Do not panic. Do not speak. Do not draw attention to yourself. We are aware of the situation. Yes, they are still standing. Yes, they haven't moved since the first bell. And yes, they are not breathing. I know what you're thinking. I thought the same thing too. Maybe they're just focused. Maybe they're just tired. Maybe you're still telling yourself that. But at some point you have to admit, it's been too long. It's wrong. It feels wrong. You may have convinced yourself they're just deep in thought, just thinking, just tired. But you're wrong. Their chest isn't rising. Their eyes haven't shifted. They haven't blinked. Not once since you walked into the room. I checked. I counted. 45 minutes. No breath, no blink, nothing. And yet, it's like they know we're watching. They are not dead. They are not alive. They are just there. Not frozen, not unconscious. Just there. Like a shadow that forgot how to leave. If they call your name and their mouth doesn't move, stay silent. Don't respond. Don't even nod. One student did. He just got quiet. His head dropped. And now, he won't look anyone in the eyes. Like he's still here, but not really. If the class has been quiet longer than it should be, but no one feels the need to speak, do not break the silence. You'll feel it too. That pull to stay still, like if you move, it'll notice. And then what? Something has taken hold. We believe this phenomenon spreads through stillness, through mimicry, through absence. It copies, it replaces, not with force, with emptiness. It doesn't take you. It waits. Waits until you forget you're even there. You may have already noticed the students in the front row, how they started to match the teacher's posture, the same way she stood, the same tilt of the head, the same silence. At first I thought it was coincidence. But then the kid in the red hoodie stopped blinking too. They're not copying. It's deeper than that. They are not imitating. They're sinking, like a drain pulling them in from the inside out. Check the clock in your room. Is it stuck? Do your notes look like something you've already written? Good. That means you're still aware, but not for long. I flipped my page twice, and the same words were already written. Exactly the same. Not even my handwriting. It's like the room is trying to loop itself, trying to trap thought. This entity doesn't want your attention. It wants your presence, to steal you, empty you, and keep teaching as if nothing ever changed. It doesn't want to scare you. It wants you to forget what fear feels like, to go blank, to go still, to be just another student, a body in a chair. Security footage shows no one entering the classroom this morning. And yet, when the bell rang, the teacher was already there, standing, watching, waiting. No one saw her walk in. She wasn't in the hallway. There is no entry timestamp. She was just there, like the room grew her. Do not make sudden movements. Do not pack your bag. Do not stand up unless instructed by this broadcast. Every time someone twitched, every time a shoe scraped the floor or a backpack shifted, the air felt tighter, like the room didn't want movement, like it could hear the fabric stretch. This is not about breathing anymore. This is about forgetting you ever did. I don't remember inhaling, not for a while. And the worst part? I wasn't even scared. That's when I knew something was wrong. If you're watching this from outside the room, keep moving. Don't stare in. Don't pause. If you linger too long, it sees you too. If you're watching this from inside the room, you haven't moved in 7 minutes, and neither has she. And if you're hearing this now, it means something's still working. Some part of you is still yours. That part is shrinking. Hold on to it. Don't blink. Don't echo. Don't sink in. We told you not to blink. We warned you not to echo. If you're still here, if you're still reading this, then something inside you is still resisting. That's good, but you're running out of time. We need to tell you the rest before it pulls you under completely. This isn't just your classroom. This has happened before. This pattern has emerged across 3 schools in 2 weeks. Same posture, same teacher, same silence. And not one survivor could recall walking out. Not one. They were found sitting upright in their chairs, eyes open, hands folded, breathing steady, but nothing behind the eyes. Their families said they were never the same. Quiet, detached, faint smiles that didn't belong to them. When prompted to recall what happened, they would only mutter, "We must stay. We must listen. We must be." One boy was discovered several hours later in the nurse's office, his hands raw and bleeding. He had been writing the same sentence over and over on the wall in black ink, even after the pen ran dry. We must stay. We must listen. We must be. Over 1,000 repetitions. The wall pulsed with the phrase like a second heartbeat. It wasn't his handwriting. It wasn't anyone's. We don't think this presence erases your memory. We believe it rewrites it, line by line, word by word, until your thoughts are no longer yours, until you forget your own name, until you become part of the room, until you are the room. If your teacher shifts, suddenly, do not look up. If they call your name again and their lips do not move, do not answer. Instead, walk backward, eyes down, no sound, move slowly. Wait by the door, listen for 3 knocks, then run. Do not hesitate, do not speak, and do not turn around. If you say your name aloud, it will know you're still human. It doesn't want you scared. It wants you obedient. It wants you blank. It wants you still. We believe the entity doesn't come from outside the room. It doesn't enter. It awakens, like mold on silence, like rot growing in air. It doesn't belong to your teacher. It uses her. It is not her voice, but it speaks through her. It is not her posture, but it wears her skin. We reviewed security tapes from your school this morning. Here's what we found. 6:59 a.m., empty classroom. 7 a.m., bell rings. 7 hours, 0 minutes, and 0 seconds, 001 a.m., she is standing at the front of the room. No footsteps, no shadow, no transition, just presence. Like the room summoned her, like the room birthed her from its own silence. And now the room wants you too. Stillness is not absence. It is replacement. It copies your breath until you forget the rhythm. It copies your posture until your spine aches in silence. It copies your handwriting until your fingers move without thought. It copies your memories until even fear becomes a shape you no longer recognize. You stop blinking. You stop wondering. You stop questioning. You stop being. One student, we won't say their name, managed to resist long enough to leave a final message in their textbook. It was scratched into the margins between printed lines of the digestive system chapter. Don't let it teach you. We believe that's the final stage. It teaches, it loops, it instructs, it rewires. Not with information, but with silence. It teaches stillness, until you learn to forget, until you forget you were ever a student, until your desk becomes a coffin with fluorescent lights above. If you feel your body growing heavier, if you can't remember your last blink, if your notes begin to write themselves, if your pen keeps moving but your hand is still, it's already begun. There is still a way out, but you have to want it. You have to fight it with something it cannot copy. Your name, your fear, your movement, your refusal. If you still remember who you are, hold it. Clutch it like a lifeline. Whisper your favorite song under your breath. Breathe wrong on purpose. Write your name backward. Chew your pen cap. Wiggle your toes in your shoes. Blink twice in rhythm. Think of your mother's voice. Anything it cannot loop. Because it's learning you. And once it knows you, it becomes you. The broadcast will now terminate. You may hear more messages after this one. Do not trust them. They are not us. The next voice you hear may sound like the principal, or your mother, or yourself. It isn't. If the next message says, it's safe now, it's not. If the next message says, return to your seats, don't. If the next message says, close your eyes, run, end of transmission. Final note. If you've made it this far and still remember reading these words, you are still yourself. For now, resist the stillness. Do not be taught. Do not be seated. Do not be her.